The name John Schlitt will ring a bell to many of the Petra fans in the audience, and Petra, of course, was formed. Let's see, 33. It says here 33 years after Petra was formed in 2005. They disbanded, and John Schlitt went back to his original work as a carpenter. Fell back into that industry, even worked on churches and so forth. But he continues to dabble in the music industry. He's now announced that he will be recording a new solo record at the expense of the fans. How exactly does this work? On the other end of our phone line is the former Petra band member John Schlitt. And John, I'm glad you can make some time for us in Detroit. Welcome.
Hi, Paul. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing really great. Where did this idea come from to have the fans pay for your next record?
From fans, actually. I was, I financed my third CD myself. Basically, I started my own record company because I just felt like it's what I was supposed to do. The record industry is, it really doesn't know what it wants to do right now, and it's so involved with all the young people coming up. There wasn't much room for me, so I said, you know what, I'm not done. I really believe that music is a powerful tool, and I still feel like I've got things to say. So I financed the first one, and I just got done paying for it about a month ago. So that's 3 years ago. So I said, okay, that's not going to happen again. And then someone called me and said, have you checked out this Kickstarter thing on the Internet? And I said, what are you talking about? And they said, it's amazing. There's several artists that have done this, and they explained it to me. And basically it's saying, okay, for, different ranges of investment, if we get up to a certain budget, they collect it, and I return with, say, for instance, an advanced copy of the CD or a plaque, or actually even going and playing it in their venue or something. In other words, it's not just giving; there's something in return that they get. So I felt good about that. I didn't feel like I was mooching or begging or this kind of thing, and I felt like, wow, this is a great idea. So I ventured into it, and lo and behold, about a month later, we tried it out.
Yeah. So, how much money do you anticipate needing to raise from the fans to get this project going?
Well, the minimum budget for me is $35,000. I actually need more like 60, but 35 will get me started. And I just couldn't get up the courage to ask for that much. I'm not distrusting God. I'm just saying, I don't know if people understand how much a record of the quality they expect to come from me costs. So I thought, well, I can get by with 35, and I'm going to then I'll try to get the rest in other ways. So. So I'm just taking a step in faith and saying, you know what, if there's interest out there and folks want an advanced copy of the CD or want to, just whatever the Kickstarter offers, I'm sure willing to be part of their team.
Your group, Petra, obviously had a message that they wanted to convey, and now you still have a message that you want to convey, obviously, John. And is the future and the new reality for Christian music legends like you, Kickstarter.com? I mean, are you going to have a difficult time finding a record label that will take your message and run with it, or are you looking at a future where you've got to be self-promoting and self-recording and self-producing?
Yes. Yes, above, all the above. I think if I had a hit song, every record label would be jumping on, all over to grab me and making offers on, it all, I hate to say it, but it all involves money. And right now, still, as music has always been, it's the young who buy the music, or the major part of it. And so they're always looking for a younger audience, for a younger artist, band, whatever, to relate to the public that's buying the most records or most CDs, or is involved with the way music is now. See, the internet has changed everything. It's and teaching an old dog new tricks is real tough. But
yeah.
If I want to eat, I have to understand how it works. So for me to have my own label, it's rather exciting. I will admit that I was catered to for a very long time, so I'm more amateur than most of the independents that have been at it for a while. So I am learning every day. Is this how it's going to be from now on? I don't know, but I'm not. I'm okay with it. I think it could be very cool. The idea that I'm totally in charge, but on the other hand, if this works, I already know there's people out there that care enough that they want to hear a next John Schlitt record. That's pretty neat. That, instead of taking a chance and going, I hope people buy it, I hope people like it, I already know there's going to be some that do because they've already invested in it.
Yeah, so how can our audience connect with you, John? Is there a website online where people can connect with John Schlitt?
Oh, absolutely. First of all, my main website is johnwschlitt.com. And if you wanted, and then you'll be able to go. I really want you to check out the Kickstarter thing because I had a videographer who basically donated his time and talent. I mean, he's got a lot of talent to just putting together a 3-minute video that basically told my story, tells folks what I'm doing, and allowed me to talk on the air. If nothing else, that's sort of interesting anyway. But if you can go to johnwschlitt.com, and it will lead you directly to Kickstarter. And if you go to just that, if you just go to Kickstarter, just Google in John W. Schlitt, and it'll go directly there. And just check it out. It's really a wonderful thing, and there's some great options from getting a digital download before the record even is in CD form to me building a built-in living room set for you. It's from the smallest to the biggest I could think of.
Well, we want to point people to your website, www.johnwschlitt.com, and we'll get that linked at godandculture.com as well. And John Schlitt, of course, the former lead singer with Petra, now out on his own, and he's inviting you to be a part of his next album. Just go to johnwschlitt.com and click to be a part of what he's doing there. And John, I appreciate so much you giving us some backstory about Petra, and we wish you the best on this new project.
Well, thank you, Paul, and thank you for your interest. I appreciate, time is valuable, and the fact that you allow me to explain where I'm at and what I'm doing and that I'm still alive and breathing is a wonderful thing.
www.johnwschlitt.com is the website. Check it out. It's 5 minutes after the hour here on the Paul Edwards program on WLQV Detroit. And when we continue, Dr. Leon Kass, one of my very first interviews ever in talk radio here in Detroit about 9 years ago. Dr. Leon Kass got a new book out on American exceptionalism, and the former chair of the President's Council on Bioethics when George Bush was president. Dr. Leon Kass will be my guest when the Paul Edwards program continues here on WLQV Detroit.